This is the SARAMONIC Blink500 B2 Plus. Is it a copycat or the real deal? Well, it looks very similar to the DJI Mic 2, but it is half the price. It looks good, it smells good, it tastes good. Well, let's go out and see if it's as good. I want to see what this balance is like on a gimbal, and I also want to test what the audio sounds like. So let's go for a little walk down to the main road and just see what it's like with or without the noise cancellation on, and how well this balance is, because it's very light and I think it's going to work rather well, or it seems to be working rather well. We're just getting down to the main road now and it's getting a little bit noisier. There's no noise cancellation on. As you can see, the blue light is on at the front here. I've set it in the receiver that it's on strong rather than weak. I call it strong and weak, so that we get a full experience of how well it works. So we've got some cars going past now as I keep talking. We're a little roundabout here, so there tends to be quite a few cars around. So let's just keep talking for a little bit. As you can see, it's quite busy. And I'm just going to press this button on the front, on the top here. And as you can see, that's gone green. And now as I talk, we've got cars going past. You should be able to hear a bit of a difference with the noise cancellation. Often I find it's quite a digitalized sound. The noise in the background goes rather not so appealing for me, and I'd rather do it in post-production, but it's a really useful thing to happen when you want to just work quickly. So how's that working for us? Let's get back in the studio and see what it sounds like. Now we're back in the studio. It gives us an opportunity to try this mic with the receiver connected to the camera. This is the A7R5. Now a little tip, we've got the levels on the digital camera down at 5, and so I've kept this at 0. A tip is not to have it too high on your camera so you don't get any hissing noise. If you have it too high on the camera and you have to bring the levels down on this, and you're using the preamp on the camera, and you're likely to get that hissing noise. So anyway, this is what the audio sounds like. What do you think of it, hey? Now, these have got fantastic little magnets that are really strong, and of course if you're wearing a t-shirt like this, you don't really want it so close to your neck, mouth. They're better at a mid-range. And what I've done here is I've just got it underneath my t-shirt, and you can see because of the weight of them, they're so light it doesn't really pull the t-shirt too much. And these magnets are really strong, and they don't have any logos or anything on it, which is rather quite nice. Makes it a little bit more discreet. Looking at the specifications, the receiver has a small OLED screen, the recording is in 24-bit, and has a 150 meter range line of sight, and has direct plug and play to all devices, and the speaker has little monitoring speakers on them used through a mobile phone. Signal to noise ratio of over 80 decibels, and it'll record in mono stereo or a safety track, and it has low cut filter, only weighs 30 grams and 16 hours of use. Now the transmitter is omnidirectional, and 2 levels of noise reduction, 17 steps of gain control, and will run for 20 hours and is only 23 grams. Now the case itself will extend all the devices to 1.5 times the charge, and only weighs 141 grams. Well, this is what you get in the box. So you have the nice soft case, connector for the digital camera, mobile phone, and to the computer, and of course a couple of dead cats, and the case, the charge case, storage case, Looks exactly like a DJI Mic 2. Magnetic connections. So just looking at the receiver here, this is where we slide in our different connectors. We've got a US Type-C charge point here. That's where the charge connects here. Connection hole here for headphones to monitor sound, and then audio out cable here. That's where these cables will click in here. And then we have the menu button and the on-off button, and they both work as function buttons as well. The little LCD screen here, it's not a touch screen and it's not that large, but I found it's absolutely fine for the usage. You click the on-off button once, and at the top bar it highlights the audio level for the output of the little speakers. Click it again, and then it will go to the gain control for whichever mic you've got out. And then again, you can use the menu button to go up, and it will just rotate round. So we're at +8, +9, and then it'll go around to -6. Then if I press the menu button, that'll bring up the menu. I just press it once, and we've got the different functions here, whether to enable the speaker or not. So as I scroll through these using the menu button, for example, when I come to output mode and it's saying mono, I can hold my finger down on the menu button, it'll highlight, and then I can just click it again to go mono, stereo, and also safety track. If that's one I want to choose, I just hold it down, and then that's got safety track on. And that's the basic functions to it. Very easy to navigate around. It took me 5 or 10 minutes just to play around with this, and I found it quite easy to control, just knowing the difference between this one's for the gain and the speaker, and this one's for the menu to do the different functions on the microphone. It has the connector that sits on top of the camera onto a hot shoe, cold shoe, and that will also clip onto any clothing or cables. It comes with a rubber cover on it, which is really hard to get off, so I've already taken it off. And then you've got your lightning connector or your Type-C, and it has a little arrow pointing which way you slide this on. Quite obvious because you're lining up the connectors. It's a nice stiff connection there, which I really liked. The whole thing is very light, and it seems to fire up quite quickly. And when I pull the mic out and it's connected, again, the mic is very light. Now, just to look at this, we have a charge point here if you didn't have the case with you. We have the noise cancellation button here, bright blue. It says NC on it, so it's quite obvious. When you press it, this turns green, so you know quite clearly you're using noise cancellation. Press it again and it goes away. And this is your on-off button. Just hold that down for a few seconds and it'll turn on or off. And of course your mic on the top here, and the connectors for the dead cats. Just clips on like so. And a nice strong clip here for your clothing, and it also comes with a very strong magnet as well to go behind your clothing, similar to how I've got this microphone here. It's true this doesn't quite have all the features that the DJI Mic 2 has, but those are probably only used more for professional use, and now I do use my DJI Mic 2 set for commercial jobs. But this has, I think, everything you need for content creation, and the quality is amazing. I'd put this right at the top of that mid-range, and I think value for money, it's half the price of a DJI Mic 2 set. So I think you can't go wrong with this. Now, there's a link in the description if you're interested in this, and if you want to know more about Audio Kit, there's a playlist over here. Show me the love and click on the subscribe button up here, and I look forward to seeing you over there.